Well, two people died in a single vehicle crash Saturday evening near Lake Nebagamon. According to authorities, the crash occurred on County Road H south of Koho Road. Report of the crash came in around 8:30 p.m. The initial investigation indicates a car was traveling southbound when the driver lost control, left the roadway, and struck a tree. When crews arrived, they discovered the two occupants of the car were deceased. The identities of the deceased are being withheld until families are notified. Though authorities indicated both were female, one was from Ashland and one was from Bayfield. Authorities believe speed and alcohol may have been a contributing factor to the crash.